Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to do another Python tutorial. If I remember correctly, it will be step 4 or 5. And if you didn't subscribe, you can subscribe so that you will not miss my upcoming videos. And my voice is not so good and I have a little bit of flu and I'm sorry for that. But anyway, let's do this task. And I'm going to read it, so we will go step by step. You will see how we are going to do this task. So here we go. Write a program that asks the user for a medieval measurement of mass in loaves, nails, and bullets. The program converts the input into full kilograms and grams and informs the user of the result. As you can see here, we have a description of the calculation. One loaf is 20 pounds, one nail is 32 bullets, one bullet is 13.3 grams. An example of how the program works. So for example, if we give the user to do some calculations, for example here, this could be a message, give the breadsticks. The user can, for example, give 3 and give me the nails. For example, 9, give me the bullets. For example, this number 13.5. So the calculation should be, if it is correctly calculated, the result should be this. Here is a message for the answer, for example, mass according to current measurements 29 kilograms and 545.95 grams. So what we're going to do first, we're going to start defining a variable because we need the loaf first. So let's say, for example, loaf, we define a variable for loaf, we define a variable for nail and for bullets. And let's see what we can also add from there. But first, let's go with loaf. So loaf equals to what we can give. For example, we can go with a float. Yes, with a float, you can add some comma and numbers after the comma. This is a float method or float function in Python. So inside it, we can write this input method here and give the message we want to give. So the message will be in string, like give the breadsticks in number, for example. Give the breadsticks in number and comma. So as you can see here, we can also copy this to save a little bit of time and change this variable here, because here we will be with nail and give some, what we can put here, we can say also nails. And how about down here, it would be bullet. Let's go with bullet here, and let's go this one with also bullet, as you can see. Yes. But if we go like this, the calculation would not be correct. So we have to follow those principles here. One loaf is 20 pounds. So that how we can do this calculation. For that, we have to go with one law, when we have the number here, we can add it or concatenate here plus the love here times the 20 pounds here, because it is like this. The calculation used to be before. So love times or asterisk 20. How about this down here for the nail? And we have here nail 32 bullets. We could do the same also here plus nail and asterisk 32. And we're going now to see how the calculation should be down there. We can get some gram for the calculation. So let's define here we don't need a space, or we can put a space, for example, here for the gram. So if we need the gram here, we can take the bullet here and times this number, 13.3 grams, to get the gram we want. It would be here bullet times 13.3 grams. And how can we convert gram into kilos? You know, we divide it by 1000. So down here we can also give this variable, define it, kilo equals to, but here we need to do some kind of how to call it a floor method. So we need an integer number. We can write here floor method here, and we can put the gram we have divided by the 1000. So like this. But as you can see here, we cannot use it without importing it in Python. So to do that, we can come up here and say, for example, from math import floor, and now we can use it down here. And don't forget, if you see this red squiggly line down, it should be that you didn't import the method you want to use, and you can check it. And what we can do down there here, we can also print out what we want. So let's see if we do some kind of print, and this first print we can keep it just to put an empty line from the input we're going to do into the result. And let's see the print result here. Can go with a string message, for example, mass according to current measurement. We can write that mass according to current measurement. Yes. Measurements. And what we have down here is to print this gram and kilogram down here. Let's see, down here print. So here we need an F. We need this F to use some placeholder here, because if we want to print, for example, the kilo here, we need this. So let's say known now. Here, let's go back. We need this. So what we're going to do, let's first grab this kilo there, put it inside the curly braces here as a placeholder, and what we're going to do next is, you can say, for example, here the kilograms. Yes. And if we want to also print this gram, we can continue here adding this gram here, and for the gram we have to get the remainder in Python. To get it, we have this percentage sign like this, because if the gram is, if the kilograms is, for example, 2 kilograms and some grams, we want to also get the remainder, the grams remaining, so that to get it we can use this method here, the remainder to 1000. And if we wanna, for example, two values after the comma, we can put like this, colon dot 2, then F. So here would be the grams, and we can see if the calculation is working correctly. So we could have done this correctly. So let's run this and see what's going on. If we put, for example, 13.5 and see the result, if it will be like this or not. So to run it, you just right click and run to do 5. This is the name of this file here, which we are in right now. As you can see here, give the breadsticks in number. It's coming from here, this first variable we have there. We can say here 3 and number 2, and I'm just trying to give those examples here and see the result. So number 9, give the bullets in number, let's say 13.3, and let's press enter. As you can see here, we have mass according to current measurement. We have 29 kilograms and 543.29 grams. A little bit less than this, but we can take it. Yes, that's the way we can, for example, do this medieval calculation if, for example, you have to do some kind of things like this. And as I said at the beginning, don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to do many tasks in Python and other languages and stuffs. So don't forget to subscribe so that you will not miss what I'm going to do here. And if there are some suggestions, also you can write it down below so that we can learn from each other. And if you also have enjoyed this tutorial, you can also give me a like and See you then. Bye bye. Enjoy.